Alright, we're back. We apologize because my Wi-Fi decided to say, oh, screw you, Voiles. I don't want you to make your picks. I want you to do it in part 2, you dummy. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm gonna smack you, Wi-Fi, for that.
I freaking Spectrum. Danny just wrote some stuff again.
No. Smacks my Wi-Fi for being a derping grandpa accepted. Okay, what I was getting ready to say is, while Great Lakes is putting his predictions down, I put the template in the chat if you need it, so.
I'll do it later because I'm just gonna wait.
Alright. Okay, why don't I tell everybody else about the other predictions that our other panelists made? For the other Cody, that is Goforth. This is what he said, and this may trigger Cody in a second. For Xfinity, he took Tyler Reddick as the driver to win. Austin Cindric as the driver to stay away from. Christopher Bell's the dark horse. Okay, what's funny is that Cody Goforth has the same picks as Cody, but flip-flop on the driver to win dark horse. I find that funny.
A lot of people are picking Rocky for the bell, so I might have to swap mine as well.
Oh, joy. For Cup, he said Chase Elliott's the driver to win. William Byron is the driver to stay away from. Martin Truex Jr. as the dark horse. And then the 4 drivers to get eliminated, he picked William Byron, Alex Bowman, Clint Boyer, and Brad Keselowski. Wow.
My goodness, Matt, Cody, go for it.
Alright. For Kyle Langland, he said for the following for the Kansas race. For Xfinity, he took Tyler Reddick as the driver to win, Noah Gragson as the driver to stay away from, Justin Allgaier as the dark horse. Somebody should have picked Allgaier as the dark horse. That's interesting. For Cup, he says Martin Truex Jr. as the driver to win, Clint Boyer as the driver to stay away from, Chase Elliott as the dark horse, and then the 4 drivers to get eliminated. Clint Boyer is number 1. Kyle Langland says Joey Logano would be number 2, Keselowski number 3, and Alex Bowman number 4.
And I go and smack Kyle Langland. And Foxy.
But Kyle will smack you back with his teal hammer, so. For Ty Dent, for Xfinity, he says Cole Custer is the driver to win, Christopher Bell's the driver to stay away from, and Tyler Reddick as the dark horse. For Cup, he says Kyle Busch is the driver to win, Clint Boyer is the driver to stay away from, Chase Elliott as the dark horse. His 4 drivers to get eliminated are William Byron, Alex Bowman, Clint Boyer, and Joey Logano. That's interesting. For Quentin Moore, he said, because I don't believe Quentin Moore in why he thinks Landon Castle is the dark horse, when 9 times out of 10 he's starting some bark, so yeah. So, for Xfinity, Tyler Reddick is the driver to win for Quentin Moore. Stay away from Cole Custer and Christopher Bell as the dark horse. For Cup, he took Martin Truex Jr. as the driver to win. Clint Boyer as the driver to stay away from. And Brad Keselowski as the dark horse. His 4 drivers to get eliminated are Chase Elliott, Alex Bowman, William Byron, and Clint Boyer. For David Heller, he said for Xfinity, Cole Custer is the driver to win, Christopher Bell is the driver to stay away from, Tyler Reddick as the dark horse. For Cup, he took Kyle Busch as the driver to win, Ryan Blaney as the driver to stay away from, Kyle Larson as the dark horse, and his 4 drivers to get eliminated are Elliott, Boyer, Byron, and Bowman. There you go. So now it is my turn. So I can smack Greggy, cause he's so naked, cause I'm saying, go Baylor, go! Xfinity, driver to win. You know what? The sentence, you should have picked him, now he's mine, ha ha ha. I'm going Cole Custer as the driver to win. Driver to stay away from. Another installment of You Should Have Picked Him. If I had to pick a driver to stay away from just because...
from the GoPro NASCAR Premiers. Who's him, Eric? I know who Hemrick is, but who's him, Eric?
Oh, joy. Just like someone said Dillion Bassett. If I had to pick a driver to stay away from, which you guys should have picked him, I have to say, stay away from Michael Annette.
And that's not in the hold on a minute. He's still in the playoffs.
Yep. Another installment of You Should Have Picked Him. Dark Horse, I'm going to go Tyler Reddick. For Cup, another installment of You Should Have Picked Him. Driver to Win. The Cup Race. Another installment of You Should Have Picked Him. I am going to say Kyle Larson as the Driver to Win. I think he's going to pull a Chase Elliott from last year. Driver to Stay Away From. Another installment of You Should Have Picked Him. If there is one driver who I really think have to pick for a driver to stay away from that I just don't feel like he's going to do well, I have to say, I'm going to say stay away from Alex Bowman. I just don't know why, but I just don't think Alex Bowman's going to get it done. As for my dark horse, I'm going to make Cody happy. Brad Keselowski as my dark horse. Now, my 4 drivers to be eliminated. My first one, it's going to be a huge risk. Because if you look at the standings, as what's going on in the NIRA... let me see. Okay, the first one I'm going to stun you guys. I'm going to say this. Joey Logano will not, A, defend his title, and B, he will not move on to the next round. My second driver to win, I'm going to stun you guys even more. Anyway, my second driver to be eliminated. I'm going to stun you guys even more. Just because you have a big lead in the big gap as far as the cut line is concerned, that doesn't mean you're safe to getting eliminated. So it goes by record without me telling you guys this. I'm going to say, whoops, I just hit the wrong button. I'm going to say Kyle Busch will get eliminated. My third one to get eliminated, Clint Boyer. And my fourth pick to get eliminated. You just roasted yourself. Congratulations. I'm going to go William Byron to be my fourth driver to be eliminated. Yep, so that is our predictions. Now, final thoughts. Taylor, I'll start with you.
Kansas will be interesting, and obviously 4 drivers are going to lose their shot at the title this weekend. They're going to be eliminated, so Kansas and everything will be good racing, and you never know what will happen to Kansas.
All right. What about you? Taylor's naked. Just kidding. No, accept it. All right, go ahead. Go ahead, Cody.
So in terms of where the final thoughts are concerned, I think it's going to be a decent weekend. Maybe not as action-packed as expected, but still going to be a good weekend. Yeah, of course, 4 drivers are going to lose their chance at a championship come Martinsville, but regardless, we're going to see some really good racing, and probably some guys falling under the pressure, somebody winning and advancing from the bottom again.
Yeah, because he'll go to 9 points after that, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay then, Taylor.
Taylor goes to the strip club, accepted.
That's what...
No, accepted.
What?
We died.
Yep.
No, I said it first, Taylor.
I'll see you guys in the call in a second. Should be a lot of fun so far. Anyway, let's get you guys a look at this week's upcoming PCSRA Weekly Show events presented by Andy's Frozen Custard. We are back to a Tuesday edition. We're back next week for a Tuesday show. We're going to recap the, if I can find this. We're going to recap Kansas, take you through the breaking news stories between now and then, go through some news and notes in the NR report, some paint scheme previews as far as that is concerned. And then we're going to look ahead to Martinsville, the first race of the third round for Cup, second race of the second round for trucks, the Mexican Grand Prix, which could end up deciding the title, and the second Enduro for the supercars at Surfers Paradise. That should be a lot of fun. That's a look at this week's upcoming PCSRA Weekly Show events presented by Andy's Frozen Custard. The National Highway Safety Office is a proud partner of the PCSRA Weekly Show, and we remind all of our friends that together we can end DUI. Visit endui.com for more details. Want to thank Great Lakes, Cody Smart, Zachary Taylor for joining me for the PCSRA Weekly Show on a rare Wednesday. Our statistician Caleb Hobbs, producer and engineer Zachary Fitzwater, Jackie Tang, and Alex Hawkins, and Greg Rutz running the show for us back in our PCSRA Network studios. Final score, one final time from the Cotton Bowl on a Saturday afternoon in Big D. It was Oklahoma 34 and Texas 27. Until next week, when we recap Kansas, take you through our news and notes in today's NR report, take you through the breaking news stories between now and then, paint scheme previews, if any, and we look ahead to Martinsville, Mexico, and Surfers Paradise. This is the Individual saying, Sooners win, and Boomers sooner, everybody.
This PCSRA Weekly Show broadcast has been brought to you by Brahms Ice Cream and Dairy Stores. For over 51 years, it's the proud sponsor of the PCSRA Weekly Show. The PCSRA Weekly Show was also brought to you by Budweiser, Love's Travel Stops, iHeartMedia, The Oklahoman, Newcastle Casino, Devon Energy, Sonic, and by the Oklahoma Highway Safety Office, where together we can end DUI. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the PCSRA Sports Network. Copyright 2019 by the Pacific Coast Sports Racing Association.